keep it
So
as simple as that.
if I'm reading between the lines, not necessarily your situation, but there can be circumstances where two tenants cohabitating, if there is a fallout between the two tenants and if police are contacted, there could be a scenario where one of the tenants is no longer allowed to be on the property and then the other tenant is the one remaining. Now, the challenging thing is, with rentals and especially with our economy, you need a dual income in order to afford rent, usually. And so both people would need to be in the house paying the rent to be able to afford the rent. And if you remove one of those people, there will be a affordability issue. And that sounds like it could be a similar situation that you're going through, where tenant A is no longer there, and tenant A could have been the breadwinner, the sole provider. And if tenant A is no longer there, tenant B is left, and then you're wondering, how is tenant B going to actually afford the place? And so it kind of sounds like what's going on with you.
Yeah, and sometimes I wonder if it's a bit of a loophole,
Yeah,
like with a mortgage,
of course. Yeah.
but then it's like cosigner, at the end of the day, the bank doesn't care.
No,
So you
no.
cosign, it's your
You're
problem.
equally liable.
You're equally liable.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think what you're describing is, I think, again, I can only speculate,
Yeah.
but I think you might be right.
Yeah.
And so the tenant that was the breadwinner
Hmm.
left,
Yeah.
and then the tenant that was the non-breadwinner
Yeah.
remained. And I think it makes sense because after that subsequent breakup,
Yes.
it seemed like the rent was no longer being paid consistently.
Mm.
I think in the beginning, um, I was cashing one of the checks, and one of tenant A,
Yeah.
whatever, asked me not to cash it,
Yes.
but I had cashed it already.
Of course.
And then the next month, that one bounced,
Yeah.
and then the next one, I think it was paid,
Yeah.
but then the next one bounced. So long story short, unfortunately, after they broke up,
Hmm.
just the tenant that remained was not paying consistently, and so